Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again if you've been here before, and if you haven't, my name is Deborah Carr and I write historical fiction in that name. I also write contemporary romances and thrillers as in two other names basically, and I'm editing a thriller at the moment. So today I thought I'd come on and I'd talk about these little glasses that I use for my coffee. And the reason for that is a couple of weeks ago, I noticed I'm actually wearing the same clothes as I did then, probably in that video, but in the last video I did because I missed a video last week because I was just so inundated with work, which is a good thing, not complaining. But it got to the end of the week and I had completely missed that I had not done a video, so apologies for that. But yes, I was tagged a few weeks ago by Margaret Pinard, a brilliant YouTuber, really fabulous YouTube channel. So I will link to Margaret's channel actually here. And she tagged me in a challenge. I think it was the coffee book challenge or something, which was great fun. I really enjoyed it. And when she was introducing me to her subscribers, she mentioned that I drink coffee out of, I don't know how she described it. It was basically a strange shaped glass or cup, because it's a cup even though it's made out of glass. I'm not sure which one it is. And I was quite surprised that she didn't recognize this. I was surprised that she was surprised by my cup. So I suddenly thought I should actually address this. So this is for you, Margaret, and for anybody else who actually thinks this is an unusual mug. So over here, I live in Jersey, in the Channel Islands, so that's off the coast of France, not New Jersey in America. We are Old Jersey. We are the original Jersey, and I probably have mentioned this before, but back during the English Civil War of the 1600s, the Jersey governor gave Prince Charles I a place to stay, a place of refuge, and as a what was it, King Charles II? Okay, my mind's gone blank. Anyway, as a thank you, he gave, actually it's the Custard family, he gave them an area of land in the Americas as a thank you. That land became, I believe it was New Holland, again, I must check, this is off the top of my head, but it became New Jersey. So New Jersey got its name from the original Jersey, which is the island in the Channel Islands where I live and where I set all my books. Anyway, here in Jersey, if you go out for a latte or some sort of coffee, like a latte, I guess, you will very probably get one in a mug like this or a glass like this. So I use these because I just actually quite like them. I don't know why. I don't know if I get more coffee in it than I would in a normal mug, possibly. Maybe I'm just a little bit greedy, I don't know. But yeah, so when like we go out, we've got like a tea room here called Ransom's. There's lots of different places. I've just come from Ransom's having a family brunch with my two aunts, my mum and my uncle, which was hilarious. Always good fun. But if I had asked for a latte there, this is what I would have been served it in. And funny enough, my original glasses that I had that were the shape were sent to me as a present, probably about 6-7 years ago, by a friend of mine in England. So in England they must be a thing too. So yes, maybe they're not in America. If you come from somewhere where they're not the sort of thing you'd expect to see, do let me know where that is. I just thought I'd address it because to me they're just very much everyday glasses, really. Maybe not in people's homes, maybe, I don't know. I mean, when I broke my other, I think my friend sent me 3. I replaced them with, I think these are probably from Amazon or something like that, but yes, I do like them. So yes, thank you, Margaret, for noticing my funny little glasses. And that's I have them because I'm used to, if I go out and have a latte, I'll have it in this, and I just fancy doing that at home. Don't know why. Maybe it's to make my very boring coffee a little bit fancier, I'm not sure. Today on my way home, I dropped my mum back home, and then I went to, it's called Andy's Artisan Bakery. It's an artisan baker, obviously, over here. And once a week I go and buy my sourdough. It is absolutely beautiful, and it hasn't got all those additives and things that you get in a lot of bread, which I actually have the rest of the time, to be fair. And I also picked up one of these, a little custard tart, so I will be having that with my coffee when I finish chatting to you. So that's what I've been doing today. I am actually supposed to be doing edits. I will be doing edits as soon as I come off here. I'm actually recording this on my laptop, which I haven't done before, so I have no idea what quality this will be. I normally do it on my phone and then upload it, but this is on my laptop. Another thing I have today is a little, oh gosh, a little unboxing. Oh, that's fine. A little unboxing. So I've opened the end because I am so hopeless doing it otherwise. I received this the other day and just put it to one side. I think I know what it is. Yes, I do know what it is. So this is my Starlight over Hollyhock Farm, and this is, I'm sent these so with Boldwood every time they publish one of my books. It comes out in ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook, and we also get these CDs. So these, the little CDs, I've had the little one, which is very sort of narrow. Where is that? Yes. Bear with. It won't be a second. No, that's not it. This one's it. So I could be a little more organised. I've just been racing around, as you can probably tell. So these are the ones I keep. We'll also sent these. This is one CD, I guess. I will keep this because very slim, easy to file away, and doesn't take up much room. These obviously much thicker, and these are several little CDs. It's several of them. So what I do with these is I then donate them to my library here in town, the States Library here in Jersey, and I do that with all of these that I receive from Boldwood because I won't use them, so they may as well have them. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be taking those to the library, and that's what I've been doing. Yes, apart from edits. So I was stuck. I was stuck with what to do with one of my issues. But I spoke to my son last night, and he came up with a couple of suggestions. Now, the reason my son was able to come up with a couple of suggestions is my son is a copy editor. I know. I'm very lucky to have a copy editor in my home. So he did the copy edits on this book. This book is Run for the Shadows. It has been, I initially published it with a French setting. I think I mentioned this in my last video. Then Hera Books published it with an English setting and slightly different timeline. And then I got my rights back very kindly from Hera. And now I'm republishing it in the original French setting and French timelines because it's set during three heat waves. So early 70s, 89, and in 2003. And I hadn't had it professionally edited before when I originally self-published this. So he very kindly did this for me. So I'm working through his edits at the moment, and that's how he can know what he's talking about with this and come up with some really good ideas because he knows the book and he knows the characters. And he was the one who suggested I needed to sort that bit out because it was a little bit of a plot hole. Well, not a plot hole as much, but it was a glaring thing that needed to be sorted. So I have had actually quite a lot of edits, and I've been working on this the last week and a half, but I'm almost there, and then I'll do a read through, and then I will load it, and that will be up. I'm going to publish that. That'll be released on the 1st of March. So it's got a brand new cover, same original title. It was published by Hera as The Darkest Summer. But although the characters are the same characters, as I say, the timelines and the setting was different. So, and I felt the French setting worked better for me. So yes, so that's what I'm working on. I will carry on doing that. I don't know about you, but the weather here is miserable, pouring with rain. So rainy, and the roads are so waterlogged. It's a lot. And across from where I live, I've got a tiny little, it's called a field. It's not actually a field. You fit a couple of cars and nothing much else on it. It's sort of where various fields converge, and it was a field, and it goes with my house. And right at the entrance, part of the granite wall, somebody must have hit this. It's quite a big boulder in the wall. It's a beautiful granite wall, but somebody must have hit it at some point. It was slightly out. And although the entrance part is mine, the rest of the wall is in front of a field where there are lots of horses. And there's quite a lot of mud, I think, and the mud's obviously got sodden, and the weight has push this boulder out. So that's been worrying me a lot the last couple of weeks. I've spoken to a few people. I have now, just before coming on here, given somebody the go-ahead to repair my bit of the wall, because I don't own the rest of the wall, which is a bit of a thing. If you then I know what the owner's name is, but I know the person is elderly, so it would have been a bit of a pain, but at least they can fix the bit that's the problem, which is my bit. So that's a bit of relief, and it wasn't as expensive as I had feared it might be. So that's my thing. And then I will be trying to get through to the vet again, because the lines were busy before, to order some insulin for my little Claudie, who's doing extremely well. I can't believe it's now, what is it, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, end of January. So 8 months since the dear little chap was diagnosed with his diabetes. We're fine with the injections. If you'd have told me, I don't know, 9 months ago that I'd have to inject a dog twice a day, or at all, I'd be horrified. But he's such a sweet little thing, and he's so good. And yeah, so I've got a few things I've got to be getting on with, but that's the gist of what I'm doing. So I've had my unboxing. I'll have to get that to the library. I will now go and eat this as I ponder and carry on with my edits. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope it's not too hot. If you live in a part of the world where it's very hot, my stepfather lives in a place where in South Africa it's 37 degrees today. Way, way, way too hot for me. I'm a real wuss with extreme temperatures. I don't like this rain, but I would prefer this rain. And I'll get on with my coffee. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and thank you for joining me again. Do leave any questions you like. Please click on the subscribe thing and click a like thingy if you've liked it, of course. It all helps other people discover my little channel. Thank you very much, and lovely to chat. Nice to see you, and I'll chat next week again.